Hi, and welcome to Daisy Creations Designs. I'm your host, Grace May. Today is December 25th, 2014. This is episode 10, Merry Christmas. I am so happy that you can join me today, and when you will be seeing this will be the Sunday after Christmas, but I am recording Christmas Day. We are up in Wisconsin visiting my grandma, and we're moving her to Missouri, so we've been packing for the last 3 days. But I wanted to sit down and spend some time with you. First of all, I want to say I haven't been doing a lot this week. With traveling and moving, we just haven't been able to have time to knit. I thought I could knit in the car, but I kind of get car sick, so that's not really good to knit. And thanks to Tina, I have been addicted to Sims. I have been playing Sims like you wouldn't believe. I have so many games going, it's not funny. But one thing I did finish this week, managed to finish, is my Christmas cowl. And it is by Tammy, which is Thomasina Cummings Designs. It's the cowl with the zigzag pattern. And I just need to cut and weave the ends in, but you can see it goes, it's to be worn. And it's really nice and really super warm. I used an H hook because this is crocheted. So I might leave this on while I finish recording. And didn't really work much on this. I did put a marker where I was last week thinking I'd get a couple rows done, but that didn't work. But I'm still working on this. This is Round the Twist Scarf by Frankie Brown. I also have been working on socks, but I don't have any to show you. I started a pair visiting some friends the other night, and my friend was interested, so she started knitting on them, and I got her into it, and I gave them to her as a Christmas present so she can finish it. I want to say I had thought I would be able to get a tutorial up for you on that scarf I just showed you. That didn't happen because I can't film and knit at the same time, and I don't have time to get someone to hold the camera for me. But I do hope to have a couple tutorials soon. I'm thinking of ordering a tripod for my camera, hoping that that might work. I tried hanging my phone from some yarn from the ceiling. Well, not exactly the ceiling. It was a shelf. That wasn't quite a good idea. I did film something, and I realized when I played it back that the camera was moving like this, and I was knitting, trying to watch it and understand, and it didn't go good because it was making me seasick. But I do have my Christmas jams on, which all my nails this past week, I think it's all the moving and the coldness, they've all broke. So now I have like super short nails, which aren't too bad. They still look okay. But I did want to mention, I do want to have a couple knit-alongs next year. I am going to participate in the Downton Abbey cowl that the Sampler Girl podcast that is going to be doing starting January 4th. That is one, I'm a huge fan of Downton Abbey, and I just can't wait until they come out with the new season. The other thing I want to mention is if you have anything you want me to review, book reviews or yarn reviews, please let me know. I'm open for options next year. That is something I'm looking forward to doing. And I hope you guys are celebrating and having a very Merry Christmas if you celebrate. If you don't, that is perfectly fine. And what have you guys been knitting? I know I haven't really been active in my group. I do want to mention, when I get to 100 members or 100 subscribers on YouTube, there will be a giveaway. I do have some upcoming VKNs, but they're going to be like mid-January. I'm not doing any over the holidays. That's just not possible for me. As you can see, I'm sitting by a Christmas tree, which is in the apartments where my grandma lives, and we're moving her from, so I thought I needed to record my Christmas episode by a Christmas tree. I think this is going to be a really short one this week due to the fact that I haven't really been knitting. I do have a book review I will try to record and get up next week. It is Toe Up Socks, but it's Socks a la carte too. And the story behind that is so sweet. I was going to the laundromat last week and I took my crocheting and knitting along, and this woman comes in and we got to talking. I never saw her before, and she said, "Oh, you knit?" And I'm like, "Yeah." And she's like, "Well, I knit too." And she's like, what do you knit?" And I said, "Socks. I like knitting socks." And she's like, "Oh, I do too, but I like them from the top down. How do you do them?" And I said, "Usually I do it top down, but I've been getting into toe up socks because of the way you can use up all the yarn. And I find that it goes faster because you get the foot and the important part out of the way. And then all you have left to do is the cuff." So she's like, "Well, if you're here when I get back, I'll bring you this book and give it to you." So I said, "Oh, okay." So she comes back then, and the book she gives me is a hardbound copy of Socks a la carte to Toe Up. And I was like, I kept saying to her, "Are you sure you want to give this to me? Are you sure?" And she's like, "Yeah, it's totally fine because I won't ever use it." So I've been having some fun looking through and trying different toes and stuff. I will, if you want a review on that, I can probably do it for next week. I'm not sure how the every other week recording is going to go. I'm thinking that's probably going to be the best for me, but I may go back to every week. So since I'm not doing tutorials in between. So if you have any ideas for me there, let me know, because I do enjoy chatting with you guys. I know sometimes I did take that big break, which I was kind of not planned. And please come over and join in the group. Feel free to start some threads if you have questions. If you have questions you want to ask me, you can start a thread and I will do my best to answer them for you. You can see I've had a long day packing and long week, not thinking straight. But I think that's all I have for you this week. I hope you have a very Merry Christmas, and you can find me on Ravelry, Daisy Creations. You can find me on Instagram, Daisy Creations Designs, or email me at daisycreationsdesigns@gmail.com. Hope you have a great week. I'll see you next time, and Merry Christmas.